So everyone has agenda. So when I went to this event, I started working with other people, not knowing the people I was working with, and not knowing who they are or what they're about. But being new into the spiritual community, I was a baby. I was easy picking, easy deception to me, very gullible, not knowing what people's intentions are because I was new to it, very much new to it. I didn't know what was going on. I'm just new. I'm a baby. I'm just learning all about it, just learning about spirituality. When I started working for this crystal store, and the people that I was working with, they seemed to be okay, but there was an agenda behind it. When I started working there, I saw someone who I thought I saw, maybe saw before. And I said, "You look familiar." She said the same thing to me. And then all of a sudden, the person that introduced me to her, he was gravitated to me. And I looked at him as a mentor because he had been in it for a long time. But then things shifted when he introduced me to her. He started saying, "Leave her alone. You need not to get involved with her," and a lot of different things. So I just said, "Okay." And all of a sudden, I see her son and I guess a man that came in with the little boy, but I'm imagining I knew at that point it was his father. But then later on, down the line, we went out to eat before. Me and the girl, she's taken me, she's brought food for me, being nice. We started talking, and I asked her questions, and she's like, "Well, I told him that I didn't want to be with him anymore, and he needs to move on and go with someone else and just leave me alone." But me being a newbie and not understanding what was going on, not really realizing what was happening, not seeing the red flags, not seeing anything. Mind you, at this time I had already said to the Holy Spirit that I'm here for only spiritual reasons. And spiritual reasons turned to betrayal. It turned to this person not being truthful, not being honest. I was led to believe that this person was spiritual, but they really was not spiritual. I was led to believe that this person was a good person, but really in actuality was not. I since long have forgiven already. But as the time went on and we were going out, going out to eat and talking and things like that. When she would come and hang out with me and the other guy and some other students, we were doing mindful meditation. And he would host us once a week or twice a week. And I would go to the mindful meditation, and he would try to come in between both of us. I couldn't understand why, but There was warnings before the storm happened, and I just didn't listen. I can't say I blame him because I don't blame him. The only thing I blame for him is that he didn't protect me when the time came because he knew my character. He had been around me long enough to know that my character is not what they were saying. So it became lies and betrayal. Long story short on that end, the woman I was working for, I no longer work for her. The husband of that woman, the husband started thinking that I was messing around with his wife, and this is what was in his mind. This is what he thought. But I had nothing to do with him. It was someone else that who I've been talking with since the beginning, since I was first introduced to all of them. I had nothing to do with her. But it was jealousy between me being with this with this being with this other female that worked with her. But I later found out that this was wanting to be a three-way dance between the two women and her husband. And the woman that I was talking to was not with it. She was not willing to be with them to satisfy sexual immorality. It's needless to say, we both got put out of her place. Me and the girl I was talking to. I'm gonna skip ahead a little bit. One day, me and this girl I was talking to, we moved in together. Then all of a sudden, I started noticing things. I started noticing the jealousy. I started noticing how when I sent a video I had her take a video to this woman. I ask her if she can tell me what she sees. Well, the woman that I was with came back with lies. And I called that woman and I said, "Did you say this? Did you say that?" She said, "No, I didn't say that." She said, "I said the purpose that you were sent here for, and that was to raise consciousness of the earth spirit and raise the vibration of the earth spirit. But you were also sent here to raise consciousness and raise the vibration frequency of the heavenly realm." This is what was told to me. And then we went to an event, and this woman was doing my aura, and this happened to be a friend of hers, the woman that I was with. And then I heard, the woman that was channeling while doing my aura, she said, and there's an ancestor coming through saying, "I don't know why you're trusting a cold dead fish." Well, the woman I was with was a Pisces. This is why it was said, "I don't know why you're trusting a cold dead fish." But by this time I had already lost trust because I was lied to from another woman. I was lied to by her because I asked her to take this video to a woman and to ask her to tell her what she thinks. Doesn't end there. Then I go to another event and I said I have to go to this event. And the woman I went to go see, she was a medium. Then all of a sudden I was told that I was going to be traveling around the world. My name would be a household name. And the reason why I'll be traveling around the world is because I'll be doing lectures on my book. This was the third time I was told that I was going to write a book. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit more. One day, I'm saying to the Holy Spirit, I said, Holy Spirit, I say, if you hear my cry, please show me a sign. Right outside of my ex's apothecary room, outside her window, there was a tree. And as soon as I walked out of my healing room, I walked into her room. And there was a hawk landed right outside the tree the exact time I stepped my foot into her apothecary room. I was really close to the window by this time. The hawk adjusted his vision, looked at me up and down, and then flew off. A couple days or weeks later, the Holy Spirit sent me a vision of a black lamb, a baby lamb, a lambkin. And the last vision, the last thing I saw was the baby lamb's eyes. And the next thing you know, she asked me if I was Jesus. And I believe I said this story in one of my videos too. But there was something with her in this house. Because one day when I walked by her room, I heard a hiss. Not knowing what it was, but I later found out. I was blamed for something that I didn't do. One day I was holding a child